Today on the Daily Songwriter, we're going to go through an exercise together that helps us learn how to get 2 songs for the price of 1. Let's get into it. This is another great exercise from Andrea Stolpe in her article, 20 Tips for Writing 20 Songs in 20 Days. So the idea is we're going to take a single passage of text. It could be a song title that you have packed away. It could be something we're going to pull from a book, from a text message you wrote. Sing it at 2 different tempos and use that to inspire 2 potentially new songs. And make sure you download the worksheet that I put in the description below. It's just going to help you get your thoughts organized as we go through the exercise. So the first thing we need to do is come up with the tools that we're going to use for this exercise. So that is something to sing along with. We're going to need 2 tracks. I recommend something a little faster and something a little slower. And the other thing we'll need to do is find some words to use for the exercise. If you don't want to use a backing track, you absolutely don't have to use one. You can just use a metronome click, but I find it helps to have some actual music in the background. In terms of shaping a melody, in terms of coming up with a key, it saves you all that headache. For us doing it together today, I am going to provide the tracks and I'm going to provide a lyrical phrase. Eventually, I really want you to start doing this exercise with your own ideas. So if you have chord progressions, if you have musical passages stored away, if you have lyric ideas, if you have song titles even. If you haven't been building your library, please make sure to check out my video about how to build a library of your ideas and keep them organized. So for the next step, very simple, we're going to play our first track and we're going to sing the passage that we picked over and over again until we come up with a melody, until we come up with a feel. How does the music make you feel? How do the words make you feel? Just do this over and over for a minute or 2. Y'all, you might come up with enough melodic passages that you can just pluck them out and store them in your library for future songs. You see how it works here? And then once we're done singing it and we captured our melodies and we listen back to them and we pick the one that we want to use, we're going to do a quick brainstorm of what's the song going to be about? What's an outline we can build? So let's do it together. I want you to sing these words that I'm showing on the screen over the musical passage that I'm going to be playing in the background. I'm going to run it for about 1 minute. Once you come up with a melody, keep singing, because sometimes it's kind of getting the gunk out and then the real ideas start to flow. Don't put a cage around yourself. Just let yourself sing. Do what you do in the shower when you're just humming to yourself, when you're in the kitchen, when you are driving and you're just kind of making up tunes in your own head. That's all we're doing today. We're just capturing it. Let's get into it. Now with the music on in the background, and I'm going to play this again for you for 2 minutes, I want you to brainstorm. What is this song going to be about? You have your melody and we have our starter words. So I want you to just listen to the feel of the song. I want you to really think about a few things. What is the song about? What will the verses and chorus say? What feelings come from listening to this music? You don't need to come up with lyrics now. This is just a few sentences to kind of get things rolling and help you to start add structure to your song. How did that feel? I really hope you came up with something great. I cannot wait to find out. Let us know in the comments. Now, all we're going to do for our next step is do the same exact thing, but with a faster tempo. Let's go through this again together. I'm gonna play the song for 1 minute. You come up with your melody, singing over it. If you want to recycle the melody, you can, but you might see that it morphs a little bit as you're singing it over a faster track. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Let's go ahead, 2 minutes of brainstorming based on your melody. What do you think the song is about? And I really want you to focus on what feels different. Does the melody change? Does the feeling that comes from singing these words change? Does it tell you a different story? You would be surprised what simply changing the tempo can do to the entire shape of your song. Let's get into it. Now what you have is the foundation for 2 completely new songs. They might be related, they might be similar in theme, but where it takes you is probably looking different in your outline. So here's what you're gonna do. Pick one song to flesh out, and I want you to write the full lyrics and structure to this song. You can obviously change the music, but I really recommend at least keeping the same tempo and chord progression. So if you have something original you can use, go ahead and use that, but I would try to use the same chord progression and tempo so you can maintain the melody. So really what we just did was, well, you hear me talk about songwriting seeds a lot. We just created some seeds and we grew songs out of them, right? So if you store it away for later, fine. If you build a song around it now, great. No matter what, either present you or future you, and all your future listeners are gonna thank you for it. Let me know how it went for you in the comments below. I've been Michael Lawrence. Y'all have been amazing songwriters. I appreciate you as always. Happy songcrafting.